Taking him 9 plays, 54 yards, and a Vinatieri field goal in the end. Oh, onside kick try. McAfee recovers his own kick. They're the only team in the league this year to successfully get an onside kick recovery, and they've now got 3 on the year. The only team in the league with 1.
Yeah, short week. You got to be ready for special teams. Look how nobody in the middle. I'm sure they knew this on the game plan. Nobody turned and ran, but back, they had nobody there, Jim, to go up there and recover the football.
Look at this. McAfee like he's the only man on the field. Again, that's their 3rd onside kick in this, the 6th game of the season. No other team in the league has 1.
Boy, that was really well done. The Texans, Bob.
Got to watch David Wilson. He's had some big returns, and they start with an onside kick.
An onside kick that appears to have been recovered by the Philadelphia Eagles to begin the game, and yes, the Eagles have the football. Game to start with a surprise.
And you almost have to figure on this, don't you? Why not? You come in here 4-11, division rivalry against the New York Giants. Why not start with this?
Run into problems. He can get a little more help from his wide receivers because, oh, here we go, onside kick. How about that?
Interesting play call by Chicago, and they recover the football as they catch Tennessee napping. That'll get Mike Mularkey's blood boiling. It was Adrian Amos recovering for Chicago.
Oh, look at this. The Titans had a chance to recover it. You could see it caromed off one of the Tennessee Titans players there. Looks like it was number 50, Nate Palmer, had a chance to get it. He couldn't get it. Once he touches it, ball doesn't have to go 10 yards in order for the
to not have more production and handle it the way that he has been admirable.
Here's an onside kick try, and it's hauled in. It is a good play. It belongs to the Eagles. Riley Cooper, the rookie out of Florida, and a perfect onside kick from David Akers.
And the Giants were not anticipating that at all. They were turning and running out. You see, they just now come into the screen because at the time that Akers started to address the football, they were turning and running, anticipating the deep kickoff, and it was just a perfect kick also by David Akers.
It's got to couldn't do it in the first half. Yeah, why not onside kick here? Down 25.
Darrell Lewis and Gary Brown are the return men for the Houston Oilers. Onside kick goes 10 yards. Buffalo scrambles for it. The Bills say they have it. See what the officials say.
And Christie's the one that comes up with the ball. There's a term for this kick, and what it's called the suicide onside.
Well, Jim, a lot of teams, when they play the Colts, they like to defer just so they don't have to face this situation where Peyton Manning gets the football in the second half after he's gone in and looked at all those pictures you see him looking at every time he comes off the field.
Onside kick to start the second half, and the ball bounces off the hands of a Colt, and it looks like the Saints had it for a second.
It came out of the hands of the Saints player too. I don't know if he got it back.
How about this way to start the second half? And it's Saints football. They recover the onside kick. What a fearless start to the second half.
Really unbelievable decision
For Houston, as you saw. Boswell's onside kick. Oh, they go the other way.
Got it.
It's picked up by Rice. They recovered it.
He threw a curve. What a play.
It is recovered by Rice. By Paul Porras. Paul Porras, the safety, recovers the onside kick for Rice at their own 47.
That is incredible execution by David Bale to call it, and for Boswell, looked like he stepped. Oh, how did
he went behind?
He went
That's
behind
like
the ball.
The old Tony French maneuver.
And it went 10 yards right in front of Greenberry. Watch this here. Boswell here. Oh my, he kicked it behind.
Yeah.
He's been watching some of that Premier side.
Donnie Corona. He had a struggle last week with his kickoffs. Not deep enough. And when he returned, that's going to be this week. And an onside kick, but it won't go far enough.
No, didn't go 10. Oh, wow.
Gotta make sure you get it. It's going the other way. Look out. Taking it down the sideline. Touchdown, Banner. The Bears, smart play.
On the pass from Aaron Rodgers. And an onside kick, tried the big bounce. Bradley Fletcher was unbended, and it looks like the Packers may have it. Mason Crosby with the onside kick try. I can't imagine the Packers not coming up with this thing. There's a whole bunch of green and gold around that. They do signal it's the Packers. What a bold move by Mike McCarthy. This thing goes, this is perfect. Straight up, you pass the 10 yards, you take out the front line, it's bouncing all over the place. Johnson had a chance to scoop it up, couldn't.
21-0 on their way to the win. Are suffering one of their worst quarters. It's an onside kick, and the Rams have it. Stedman Bailey on the Zerline boot recovers the trick onside kick. First down Rams, and Sean Payton, remember, he pulled that off in the Super Bowl against the Colts to open the second half. Fisher pulls it off here.
And he should have been ready for it. Jeff Fisher will call any type of play in a game like this. Nothing to lose. Great kick there by Zerline. I mean, it really is all about the kick. Bouncing that thing high up in the air, and then Stedman Bailey, like the receiver that he is, just goes up and grabs it. I don't put anything past Jeff Fisher in any game.
Hey, when you're 5-8 and out of the playoffs, you want to send a message.
Move the ball after that, get it in the end zone with a touchdown pass to John Kuhn. And we're tied at 10. Here's an onside kick try. That didn't work. And on the recovery, it's Derek Martin. And if you look at these guys here and Derek Martin, they do not move. I mean, they do not start to retreat, anticipating the ball to be kicked deep. That's an excellent job on their part. This thing has flown by. Last week it was 0-0 at the half, Giants in New England. Here's an onside kick try, and it's recovered by the 49ers. Delaney Walker was there, and David Akers hit a beauty. Catching the Giants off guard with an onside kick try. It really was a great kick, as you said, Joe, by David Akers, and more the kick rather than catching the Giants sleeping. And the Giants start to go back, but they recognize immediately that it was an onside kick. They react to it, they come up. But I just think the ball placement by David Akers, and then he got the hop. And it's just perfect with Walker then coming down with the ball.
Titans won the toss, elected to defer. An onside kick to start the game from Ryan Suckup. And it is Joe Thomas who recovers for the Packers.
Really good play by Joe Thomas, and you can see a little bit at this kick. It's something different. You're looking for some type of clue. There's a little bit of slide right there towards the middle of the field. This is a middle onside kick. You're trying to get your guys down there to block. A lot of time.
He didn't have to wait long to find out.
Akers approaches the football. He kicks it and tries an onside kick. An onside kick to start the game. The Cowboys recover at the 35. Randall Williams running to the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas.
Fans team, how often do you see this at the start of the second half? The onside kick by Brown. Adrian Robinson had a shot at it. Stevie Brown as well. It's Giants ball. Chandler Fenner at the bottom of the recovers the onside kick to start the second half.
What a disastrous couple of seconds at the end of the first half, and now at the start of the second half for the Washington Redskins. Credit to New York Giants. This is executed fantastic. Adrian Robertson, number 81, the first guy to make contact with the ball, keeps it alive right there, almost gets it himself.
You saw Fenner crawling. Chandler Fenner with the recovery. NFC West rivals. Rams led by 11 early in the fourth quarter. Seahawks scored 18 consecutive points. An onside kick attempt by the Seahawks in overtime. It is recovered by the Rams.
An onside kick attempt by the Seattle Seahawks to begin overtime. Rams recover.
Great job by the guys up front recognizing this and then being aggressive to go get the football. Bradley Marquez, a wide receiver who Jeff Fisher actually talked to us about specifically on Friday, and the reason he was up today was because he's a core special teamer.
You're not going to win here at Lambeau, and you're not going to win in the playoffs if you don't clean up some of those things. Here's like an onside punt. Ball was hit straight up into the air, and it turns into a rugby scrum for the football. It was recovered by Vaughn, and it will belong to Detroit. I don't know that I've seen that with kind of a pop-up punt. It was in a great spot. The officials said it belonged to Detroit.